Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, nous parlons du temps. Today, we're talking about the weather. So now you can say such a lot of things, and you can also say what the weather is like. So remember that you don't have the book, so we give you the pages separately. You must just download it or ask Mama or Papa to print it for you. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for you to follow the lesson. So, à la page 22, that's where I'm now, page 22. In the middle of the page, you have a word, le temps. Le temps means the weather. It looks like time, but it's not time. It can be time in a general sense, but the most of the time, le temps means the weather. And then they give you a lot of expressions. And if the French don't really say it is hot and it is cold, they actually say it makes hot and it makes cold. They have expressions that describe the weather, and you have to learn that off by heart. So if it's very hot, you can see 30 degrees, they say il fait chaud. Chaud is hot. Chaud. Il fait chaud. Encore, il fait chaud. But if it's very cold, you say il fait froid. Froid. So I always think of brr, that's froid. The one with the R is cold. Il fait froid. So if it's hot, let's repeat. Il fait chaud. And if it's cold, il fait froid. Then if you first go to at the bottom, at the right-hand side bottom, there is a sun shining and flowers and a tree. That's nice weather. Then they say, il fait beau. Il fait beau. Beau is beautiful. It comes from beautiful. So, il fait beau. And just then on top of that, at the right-hand side of the page, you can see there's a house and an arbre, a tree, and then nuage, clouds that are very angry. So then you say, it is bad weather. Il fait mauvais. Il fait mauvais. So let's look at it again. It's hot. Il fait chaud. It's cold. Il fait froid. If I say it's good weather, it's nice weather, il fait beau. And then it's bad weather, il fait mauvais. Then the sun on top of your page is le soleil. Le soleil, that's the sun. So if the sun shines, you can say il y a du soleil. Or you can also say il fait du soleil. Il y a du soleil, or the other one, il fait du soleil. And if you forget that, you can just say il fait chaud. Il fait chaud. But if you want to say it's sunny, you say il y a du soleil. Then look at your snowman. If it's snowing, you don't use that expression with the il fait. You say il neige. Il neige. Neige is snow. Il neige. And if it rains, il pleut. Il pleut. The same sound as de. Il pleut. So there's no fait in the two. If it snows and if it rains, it's just il neige and il pleut. So let's now go from the top of the page and try to remember, how do you say it's hot? Il fait chaud. It's cold. Il fait froid. It's good weather. Il fait beau. It's bad weather. Il fait mauvais. It is sunny. Il y a du soleil. Or you can say il fait du soleil. If it snows, il neige. And if it rains, il pleut. Now look outside and tell yourself, what is the weather like? Bon. Now we are on page 23, and on the top of the page you can see le temps, the weather. So they ask you here, copier les phrases et faire un dessin. Copy the phrases, il fait beau, il neige, whatever they wrote there, and then you must draw your own picture. So let's see if you understand. Il pleut means it rains. It's very important that you write it, then you get used to the spelling. And so they drew a picture of rain. Now, il neige is what? It snows. So now you can draw a picture of snow after the lesson. Il fait beau. It's nice weather. Read with me. Il fait mauvais. It's bad weather. Il fait froid. It's cold. Il y a du soleil. Oui, it's sunny. And il fait chaud. It is hot. If you get stuck, you can just look on the page. All the notes are there. Let's read again from Il pleut, just for the pronunciation. Il pleut. Il neige. Il fait beau. Il fait mauvais. Il fait froid. Il y a du soleil. Il fait chaud. Très bien. So look again, look at the outside and tell what is the weather like today. Bon, à la page 24, on page 24, you are going now to learn how to ask someone what is the weather like. So when Mama comes into your room in the morning and she wakes you up and you don't know what to wear, to porter, then you ask your mother, Maman, quel temps fait-il? Look at the top of your page. Quel temps fait-il? What weather makes it? That's actually what they say. What weather makes it today? So let's practice that a few times. Quel temps fait-il? Quel temps fait-il? Encore. Quel temps fait-il? Now remember what I always say. You must practice. You must really practice these phrases a lot. Otherwise, they don't stick. The more you say it, the easier it's getting. Okay? Quel temps fait-il? Encore. Quel temps fait-il? Now look on your page. There's an activity for you. So if the sun is shining, you now have to write in what? Il y a du soleil. And there with a cloud and it's raining, what do you have to write in there? Il pleut. And on the left-hand side, à gauche, it's 30 degrees. Is it chaud or froid? Oh, it's very chaud. So how did the French say? Il fait chaud. And then on the bottom left-hand side, oh, the sun is shining and the flowers are there. So I think it's nice weather. How do you say that? Il fait beau. Il fait beau. And when it snows, there you have a bonhomme that talk about a bonhomme de neige. If it snows, il neige. And then it's only 0 degree. It's very cold. How do you say that? Il fait froid. Il fait froid. So at the end of the lesson, you can fill that in. The more you write it and the more you say it, the easier it gets. Bon. Page 25. And here you have a comprehension. Isn't that wonderful that you can do a French comprehension? Now, on the top of the page, they ask you, where do you live? Où habites-tu? That's how you ask someone, where do they live? Où means where. Habite, live. And tu, you. Try to say that with me. Où habites-tu? Encore. Où habites-tu? Now look there, there's a postcard, une carte postale. So we have to read the 3 postcards and then we have to answer the questions. But they give us a list de vocabulaire on the right-hand side, on the top right-hand side. So let's see if you can now remember. Cover the French words with your hand and see if you can remember. Hi or bye is salut. I live in, you remember that? J'habite à Johannesburg. J'habite à Reims. I like, j'aime. And then I'm not sure if you read this word, but I think this is a new word. Aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, that's today. Say that. I'm going to say it 5 times. Aujourd'hui. Slowly. Aujourd'hui. Now we put it together. Aujourd'hui. 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 Can you see that you can use it a lot of times? You can say today it's nice weather. Try to say that. Aujourd'hui, il fait beau. Today it's raining. Aujourd'hui, il pleut. Today I'm not feeling so well. Aujourd'hui, ça va mal. Today it's going very well. Aujourd'hui, ça va bien. Mais is but. Mais. Mais. Say that. Mais. And a you know already is. So let's read the first carte postale. Salut. Right, try to read with me. Salut. J'habite à Paris. J'aime Paris. Aujourd'hui, il fait froid, mais il y a du soleil. Salut, Marc. Now remember that salut can mean hi and bye. You remember that? Hi and bye. Bon. So he says, hi, I live in Paris. I like Paris. And then can you translate? Aujourd'hui, il fait froid, mais il y a du soleil. Today, it is cold, but I like the sun. Bye. Oh, sorry, but there is sun. I like the sun too, but aujourd'hui, il fait froid. It's cold, but there the sun is shining. Salut, Marc. So, wonderful. Deuxième carte postale, the second one. Salut, read with me. Salut. J'habite à Lyon. J'aime Lyon. Aujourd'hui, il fait froid et il neige. Salut, Anne. So this carte postale is from Anne, and Anne lives in Lyon. And what is the weather like? It is cold and it snows. Now, Lyon is a town in the south of France, well, more to the south in France. And then we have a carte postale de Sophie. Let's read it. Read with me. Salut, j'habite à Nice. J'aime Nice. Aujourd'hui, il fait chaud et il y a du soleil. Salut, Sophie. So where does Sophie live? In Nice. And today, what is the weather like today? It is hot and it is sunny. Now, Nice is a town right in the south of France at the seaside. So it's usually very hot there. Now, think of yourself. Tell me where you live and what the weather is like. Try to say that. Hello, my name is Paul. I live in Rijnsburg. I live in Johannesburg. I live in wherever you live. And then what the weather is like. So it must sound something like, Salut, je m'appelle Madame. J'habite à Roodepoort. Aujourd'hui, il fait froid, mais il y a du soleil. We have sun. Salut, Madame. Can you see? So that's very easy. Let's see if you can read that. Just scan through it. See if you can read all the postcards. Understand everything? Compris? Bon. Now we have to answer our comprehension. So they say lire les cartes postales, read the postcards, et répondre aux questions. Who lives in Nice? And they gave us the answer. Sophie. Who says it's cold but sunny? Look, cold, froid, mais il y a du soleil. Oui, Marc. Who says it's hot and sunny? Where is it hot and sunny? À Nice. And who lives in Nice? Sophie. Très bien. Qui habite à Lyon? Who lives in Lyon? Who lives in Lyon? Anne, oui. Qui aime Paris? Who likes Paris? Marc, très bien. Who says it's snowing? Where does it snow? It snows in Lyon. Et qui habite à Lyon? Who lives in Lyon? Anne, très bien. And who says it's cold? Okay, Anne says it's cold and Marc. So it's cold in Paris and it's cold in Lyon, but il fait chaud à Nice. I'm proud of you. You did the whole comprehension. Très, très, très bien. Bon, so if you want to read something to Maman or Papa ce soir, tonight, you can read these postcards. Très bien. Tournez la page, turn the page, and let's go to page 26. Now, you remember in the beginning of the year, we did the months and we did the days of the week. Can you still remember the months? Let's start with January. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, August, août. And now we are in the month of Septembre, Octobre, Novembre, Décembre. You used to tell me your anniversaire. Can you remember? Now we have the days of the week. So let's have a look. Monday is, read with me, lundi. Then comes Tuesday, mardi. Wednesday, mercredi. Thursday, jeudi. Friday, vendredi. Saturday, samedi. And Sunday, dimanche. So you can say, oh, j'aime vendredi, ou j'aime samedi, ou j'aime mercredi. Now, they ask us, compléter les phrases. We must complete the phrases with the weather. So, on lundi, what is the weather like? They give us the answer. Read with me. Lundi, il y a du soleil, or you can just say, il fait beau. Il fait beau. What is the weather like mardi? Mardi, is it hot or cold? I think it's hot. So, il fait chaud. Il fait chaud. Mercredi, il y a du soleil. Il y a du soleil. You can just answer orally with me now, and then afterwards you can do it as an activity. Then jeudi. Oh, jeudi. What is happening? It's raining. So, il pleut. Il pleut. Vendredi. Très froid. It's very cold. There's a bonhomme de neige, a snowman. So, it's il neige. Il neige. And then samedi, the weekend. The weekend is bad weather. So, il fait mauvais. Samedi, il fait mauvais. And then dimanche, it's 0 degré, so it's very cold. So we will say, il fait froid. Il fait froid. And remember now that the days of the week, you always write with a small letter. If the sentence starts with that, you can write it with a capital letter. But if it's in the middle of a sentence, you always write it with a small letter, the months and the days of the week. Voilà, très bien. Nous allons à la page 27. La page 27 is now an activity for you. So now you have to match le temps, the weather, with the days. And if you talk about the weather forecast, look at the top of your page. You talk about la météo. So tonight, when Mama and Papa when they look at the weather forecast, you can tell them that is la météo in French. La météo. Now look what they did. You must read now. Lundi, il neige, and then you must look where is the snow. Okay, that's Monday. It snows. Can you see? So with what will you link mercredi? Mercredi, il neige. What does that mean? Wednesday, it is snowing. Let's go. Oh, second from the bottom. Mercredi, il neige. Let's look at another one. Vendredi, il y a du soleil. What does that mean? Vendredi, il y a du soleil. Friday, it is sunny. So where do you find Friday? Oh, on top. Can you see? And then you can link it with that. So that you can do on your own, and that will also help you to remember the days of the week. Très bien. And now we have our word search. Trouver les mots. And remember that you have to write the time that you take to do this activity and these word searches for me. And then when we see each other again, we're going to compare that. So let's just look le temps, the weather, and read with me the weather or the weather expressions at the bottom. Il pleut, il neige, mauvais, beau, chaude, froid, soleil, lundi, mardi, and samedi. Now remember, that's why we give you 2 weeks for a lesson now to finish your activities, but also to be able to repeat the sentences. So when you finish with these activities, you must be able to ask someone, what is the weather like? Can you see that? Can you remember that? What is the weather like? Quel temps fait-il? Quel temps fait-il? And if you want to put or to add today with that, quel temps fait-il aujourd'hui? Quel temps? What is the weather like today? Quel temps fait-il aujourd'hui? And then you say today it is good weather. Aujourd'hui il fait beau. Today it's bad weather. Think. Aujourd'hui il fait mauvais. Today it's raining. Aujourd'hui il pleut. And remember what I always tell you, if you don't use your French, you lose it. So even if nobody understands you, tell everybody in your maison, in your famille, what the weather is every day. Très bien. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time, and have a nice 2 weeks. Au revoir.